It's getting harder and harder to get a normal price tickets without attendance records for an overseas fans like me. So today I'm reviewing a hospitality package. The package that I chose was the Sevens Lounge. The ticket cost about 370 quid, and I got to sit in the second row in King Kenny stand. And the thing that I like about this stand is that you get to sit really close to the ground when you are on the first or second row. The hospitality packages are usually on sale on the same date when the figures come out, so make sure that you are aware of it. The table is showing the differences between each packages, so it is actually up to you whether you want to be fancy or you are on a budget like me. The good thing about the Sevens Lounge is that you get to choose to sit in the lower tier of Sir Kenny Dalglish stand, in the wing section closer to the cup stand, and I got to sit in the second row because it was in the lower tier. Here's the example when you want to buy a hospitality ticket. Just simply log into your account and go to tickets.liverpoolfc.com. Tickets normally run out really fast when it's the match with high demands. For example, the last home match of the season. As you can see, this one is already almost sold out. Now let's take a look at people's favorite Manchester United match. It is completely sold out. And for the Merseyside Derby, there were still some available, like this one. There were only like one seat left at the time that I was making the video. Just like I said before, that the price is different according to the demands of the ticket and also the tier of the team you are playing against. 2 months before the match, I got an email telling me that the fixtures has been changed. So my date was supposed to be on the 31st of December. It was changed to the 30th of December due to terrorizing program. So just make sure that you have your plan in Liverpool really flexible. 2 weeks before the match, the ticket will be sent to your email and you can download it as NFC ticket to your Apple Wallet or Google Pay if you're an Android user. Here is the example of my ticket on my Apple Wallet. This is my first time back in Liverpool after the pandemic, so I did really enjoy the atmosphere. I do recommend that if you want to go to LFC store, be there early and get in there before the match starts, because once the match ended, everything will be closed. I arrived at Anfield like 3 hours before the match, but it's already crowded everywhere outside the stadium. Next to the LFC Superstore, there is a stage for fan zone and also food trucks, but don't bother buying food because you're gonna eat a lot inside the lounge anyway. I also took time to check the entrances for the stadium, like for King Kenny Dalglish stand is on the right hand side. Around the stadium, I also saw people with half scarves, which remind me of the local people yelling hate at us for having the half scarf and being a tourist, without knowing that there are millions of Liverpool fans around the world, and it's like a dream for us to fly to Liverpool just to enjoy the match in Anfield. I finally made it to the entrance of Sir Kenny Dalglish stand, just to make sure that you don't bring any prohibited item like selfie stick to the stadium, and also make sure that your bag is smaller than A5 size. At this point, you also need to show your NFC ticket from your phone. Then you get a tag for your bag being searched. Also the wristband for the lounge. After you check into the lounge, you will be seated at your seat. Here is the queue for checking into the lounge. Time to explore the buffet line. I really enjoyed this so much. So for the Sevens Lounge, it's going to be the self-service buffet meal, Just enjoy whatever you want. You can also see that the lounge is decorated with number 7 players. At your seat, you'll find your matchday program, which already included in your ticket. And here is the view of my table. All the drinks beside water, coffee, tea, chocolate can be purchased at the bar with a very reasonable price. That's really shocked me. My hospitality ticket includes the chance to meet an LFC legend. So on that day, I got to meet Phil Neal. So he came for a little meet and greet in a room. The day of him was actually one day after Pele passed away, so we spent the time talking in memory of him. It was quite an experience to meet a legend like this up close. So for the LFC Legend event, it's actually really nice touch of it because you get to see the legend really close and get to talk to him, and after that you get to take photo and get some autograph. Since we get a chance to enter the stadium 3 hours before kickoff, it's quite nice for you to come out and see the stadium a little empty before the match. So here's the atmosphere of our neighbor, the 8th lounge. Before the match, you can also see players warming up right in front of you. Especially for my seat, it's on the second row. Of course, you get to see them really close. Here is a little bit of behind the scene of that big flag you get to see on telly. We all wonder if it was even watched. I got to do this several times when I was a student in Liverpool and I attended so many matches. But for my friends who are first comers, I think this would be the experience that they will never forget for the rest of their life. And here comes the thing that I missed the most, Pete McDowell calling the name of the players. And here comes You Never Walk Alone. And here's the view from my seat during the match. What do you think? It's worth every penny. During halftime, we are back in the lounge for our coffee break. Also, there's a screen that you can see the replay, and there is a toilet inside the lounge as well. We're back for the second half, and the match ended at 2-1. We won without scoring, but I'll take that anyway. As you can see, there are many stewards in front of me. They are trying to clear the people out of the stadium as soon as the match ended. So just make sure that you take photos before that. Before leaving, I took a selfie with the scoreboard above my head, for memory's sake. Back in the lounge after the match, enjoying my hot chocolate and cupcakes and pies. I would not recommend the cupcakes though, it looks really cute, but it tastes really horrible. Even I spent a lot of time inside the lounge after the match, the traffic outside is still chaotic. There's no bus from Anfield to town, so I'm using my usual bus stop instead. I'll put the location in description. People here are quite friendly. I saw some drunk locals taking piss on the way. They also asked me to join them when they saw me. After a few walks from Anfield, I finally found the bus stop that I've been talking about. The stop name is Walton Road Woodhouse Close. I'm not sure why there is no bus schedule there, but you can check it from Google Map. And here's the empty bus that I took. So I hope that this video is helpful and hope to see you all again in Liverpool or somewhere on the earth. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe or comment.